Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekly Wisdom. I'm Dean Graziosi. If you're new to the site, make sure we have your first name and email address. You can enter it up here so we can remind you about these weekly blogs. They happen every single week, hence Weekly Wisdom. Plus, we'll give you some free education. And also, if you're new, browse around. Look at the great strings below. Leave me a message. Tell me hi. Tell me you're new to the site. We are here to make sure that you fulfill your dreams, your desires, your goals to make next year better than last year. And this is the perfect time in history for wealth to be made in real estate. Hey, we've sold more books and helped more people become successful in real estate in the last 5 years than any other trainer on the planet. And that's when real estate wasn't cool. Well, guess what? Real estate is about to get cool again. And for those of you who take action now can reap the benefits for not just your life, but for generations below you. So that's what I'm here to do, to push, drive, motivate, give you confidence to get out there and take action. Okay, today's a really special blog because we've talked about, at the end of the day, you want results. Everybody watching this wants to make more money, wants to crack the code, wants to do real estate. You could taste it, you could feel it. If you're doing 1 deal a month, you want to do 5. If you're doing 5, you want to do 10. If you haven't done a deal yet, you want to get in your first one. And that's why we do these blogs. So I was thinking about what the topic should be today, and I have so many amazing things I want to share, but I wanted to do a little recap. Plus, you got to watch this whole blog. At the end of the blog, I'm going to announce something pretty amazing happening next Monday. It's going to knock your socks off. Okay, here's what I want to talk about today. I want to do a little recap because at the end of the day, what do we want? We want results. We want this to work. So I came up with a term called transformation stamina. That's what you have to have. You have to have transformation stamina because if you're watching me right now, you want to be transformed. You want to go from where you are to another level, whether that's income, freedom, taking care of your family, letting your spouse retire, maybe your parents retire, or maybe helping your kids out at college so they don't have to work 2 jobs and go to school, or maybe putting something away for your own retirement so you're not scared, or paying off credit. I don't know. You're watching for a reason, right? And the people that I see over and over again that have success have transformation stamina. So let's just talk about some of the things we've discussed in these blogs over the last couple of weeks. We talked about your reason why. You know, every entrepreneur, every real estate investor, even all the successful ones and the ones that are working on it, all I know is the ones that stay in the game and make it happen have a huge reason why they're doing it. Remember I talked about, if you watch that blog, it's like when you're on an airplane and the stewardess tells you, if the oxygen mask drops, secure your own, then help the person next to you. If you try to help the person next to you first and you don't get oxygen, you could pass out. You can't help anybody. If you're not secure, if you're not paying the bills, if you're not confident, if you're not totally in control, how do you help the people you love? And that's what we're all doing this for. We're not all doing it. We're not doing this for the paycheck. We're not doing it just for the money. It's the security that that'll give us. That's putting our oxygen mask on first and then helping the people we love. That's your reason why. So when life knocks you off track, when it kicks you in the face, when you fall down, when your knees get dirtied up from being just crawling and trying to figure this out, when you have a true reason why you could do it. So things like that are part of this part of the building blocks of this transformation stamina, right? So you got your reason why. We talked about scarcity versus an abundant mindset. You can have the scarcity mindset if there's no good deals and I can't do this and I'm not sure this works and everybody tells me I'm crazy. And if you think that, that's the result you get. And so many people think that you have to, once the outside circumstances change, then you can start having an abundance mindset and thinking the world is great and you can accomplish anything. No, you have to start realizing right this minute that you can accomplish anything you want. Put it out to the universe. Have an abundance mindset first. The money will follow. We talked about a lot. Have a negative people in your life. The people who tell you you're nuts, you're crazy. And remember, the most costly advice in the world is bad advice. People giving you advice that don't have the experience to do so. If someone's making more money than you, they're happier than you, they live a fulfilled life, and you want that life, you listen to them. But if you're asking somebody who's making less or making the same or grumpy, miserable, hate their job, and you're asking them about your future, are they qualified? Hell no. We also talked about the villain within, right? That tiny little voice inside, that skepticism that's been pounded into us for years of saying you're not good enough. You've tried this stuff in the past. It didn't work. You sure you want to do it? You got to look before you leap. Don't paint outside the lines. Stay structured. Stay secure. It's that voice that held you back from all the other great ideas you had that you passed on that could have gotten you out of a bind years ago, but you didn't take action. You got to acknowledge that villain within and beat the heck out of them with these scarcity and abundance, abundance thinking, with having a true reason why. So today with this recap, I know I'm rambling because I got a lot to say. But I want you to think about all the blogs that we've watched and maybe go back and watch some of them and realize these are all pieces to a puzzle that build this transformation stamina. Meaning, all of a sudden, when you start practicing these principles, when you know your reason why, when you start thinking abundance, when you stop watching the negative news, when you eliminate a couple negative people in your life, when that villain within pops up and you go, sit down, you're not in control anymore, I am. When all these things start triggering, all of a sudden you have the stamina to overcome the obstacles, to keep chugging when you used to not to chug. When you used to give up, you don't anymore. Right? We were talking about last week, I talked about doing it with a headache. You know, maybe in the past when you didn't have these tools, when you weren't armed with these transformation stamina tools, maybe you would have given up when life hit you or you had an obstacle. That's not the way it works anymore. Use all these building blocks to transform your life, and nothing can get you off track. So I want you to think about that. Maybe go back and look at some old blogs, but we've got a lot of great information to make sure you stay on track, because all I'm doing is all these things that we talk about. If somebody thinks, well, this is new age stuff, or this is too foofy for me, or this is about personal development, not real estate, if you don't clear out all the clutter, if you don't carve a path for real estate, it's never going to work. I could give you the best strategies on the planet. If you're too busy listening to the negative person in your life, or the villain within telling you you're crazy, or having a negative or a scarcity mindset, and you don't even know your reason why you're doing this, then you're never going to get to phase 2 or step 2 of my training, because life's going to kick your butt. So that's why I do these every week. Okay, here's the big announcement. Mark this on your calendar right this minute. I tried to do monthly live conference calls where I just teach and deliver wisdom. A lot of times I bring my top students on the call and we share. It's been a while. It's been more than a month. It's been several months because I've been so darn busy. But something we've been working on really hard. We've been working on technology here at my studio where we can do live cast presentations, where I can film, like I'm filming this now in advance. We record it, put it up on the website, right? We are going to do something next Monday, and you can register below. We are going to do a live telecast, a live 1-hour video. And guess what? I'm going to bring my top student, Matt Larson. I'm flying him in to be in this telecast because him and I truly have discovered a new strategy, a new tweak on a strategy that's working right this minute like gangbusters. You know, working with Matt in the last several months, I've bought a couple hundred properties, and we found a way to crush it, to find deals no one else can, to get those deals everybody says aren't available anymore, they don't exist. Nonsense. We've been finding them all over the country, and we got a couple things that we have to share with you. So you have to be on the live cast next Monday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Click the link below and register. Reserve your spot. We'll send you a reminder, and we are going to give you an hour of pure wisdom, direction, confidence, and the strategies that are working right this minute. That's what you get from me. Not something I figured out 20 years ago, wrote a book, and it's regurgitated information. You are going to get stuff that worked this week, that's working right now. Plus, I got another big surprise for you guys that I'm going to announce on that live video, something I've never done before, something pretty amazing, something I don't want to give too much away, but you're going to be able to get, well, I'm going to leave it as a total surprise, but be prepared for an amazing opportunity to get some more knowledge right into your living room live. Okay, so what are you going to do next Monday, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? You're going to be watching a live cast video with me and Matt Larson delivering information you need to know. Click below, register, put it on your calendar, get a babysitter, do what you want, do what you got to do. You're going to shut off Facebook, you're going to shut off your phone, and you are going to just watch some amazing information. Okay, this was a long blog. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you live next week. Bye-bye.